This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, new link will be shared with you on Monday. Sorry, Sunday evening. I will share with you the new link. Fine. Just give me a minute. Fine. So let me explain about PDC. Anyone has any idea what is this PDC?
Post-dated checks.
Okay, so the observation is correct. Perfect observation. It is PDC, post-dated checks. Yeah, can anyone explain, elaborate what do you mean by this production PDC?
Whenever we need to pay amount to the vendor, we'll give them post-dated checks.
Okay, fine. So whenever we are giving checks to the vendor or whenever we are receiving checks from the customers, it will have PDC, post dated checks. Okay, this is scenario one. Scenario one. PDC means suppose I have received check from the vendor. Sorry, I have received check from the customer. I'm really sorry. I have received a check from the customer. So the customer check has given like dated like 1st March 2022. 1st March 2022. Upcoming Tuesday, it is the date I have received check. So that check whatever I have received, I kept in my rack, in my folders I have kept. Then once it is reached 1st March, system will not show like you have received checks from the customers. These are the 2 checks, 3 checks, and go and deposit in the bank. System will not give you any alert. So that functionality is not exist in the system. Understood? Scenario 1, I have received check from the customer and I kept in my rack. Some checks are received from different customers and it is 1st March. Some checks are 2nd March. Some checks are 5th March. There are different checks received from different customers, and I cannot deposit in the bank immediately because that is advanced date. Once the date is reached, then I can go to the bank and I can deposit the amount. So once it is in my rack or in my folders, the checks are received checks are there in the checks, system will not give you alert like you have these many checks received from the customer and then you need to go to bank and you need to submit these checks. This is a manual process. This is a manual process. So for this, if you want, then you can create one Excel file and filter by the date, today date, and you can submit. You can go to the, you can take the checks, whatever in your rack is there, you can collect the checks and you can go to the bank and you can deposit. Otherwise, if you want this one in the system, you need to do a customization. You need to develop one screen, one form, grid view kind of thing, and you can enter all the checks in that one, and once it is date is coming, you can filter by that date. This is a customization. Or you can use Excel file. You can use Excel file and you can outside system, you can verify what are the checks today, it is dated, and I can go to the bank and I can deposit. So this functionality, whatever you are looking or whatever you are thinking in your mind in Indian APAC region or Gulf region, clients also will think like that. PDC means it is post-dated checks received from the customers or post-dated checks given to vendors by me. All those things details will be available in the system, means it is not there. Then this is scenario 1. So for this, for the above first one, if you want, you can use Excel file outside the system, or you can develop one screen, one form, one grid view with the help of developer, and you can do whatever you want. Now scenario 2 PDC. Scenario 2 PDC. What do you mean by scenario 2? Means here I have received check from the customer dated on 25th February. 25th Feb, I have received a check. Today is 25th Feb. Then I can go to the bank and I can deposit the check. I can go to the bank and I can deposit this check in the bank. Once it is deposited, immediately whether bank will give money to my bank account, whether they will credit in my bank account.
No, it will
No.
take a clearance time.
So what is the procedure? Can anyone explain me detailed step-by-step process? Once I have deposited in the bank, what the bank people they will do? What the bank people they are doing to clear the check?
They will collect all the details and they will send to that bank, which bank check is came.
Yes.
So once they collected that amount, they deposit into our account.
Yes, exactly. So what bank people they will do? Suppose I have received Punjab National Bank check, PNB, Punjab National Bank check I have received from one of my customer. Then my bank is HDFC Bank. My bank is HDFC Bank. Then what I will do? I will deposit in my bank, HDFC Bank. This HDFC Bank people, they will send this physical copy. They will send this physical copy to Punjab National Bank. Earlier, in not now, earlier like 10 years back or 12 years back, they need to send to that branch only. Suppose this check belongs to Karnataka, some village branch, then they need to send this check to that specific branch only. It will take 1 day, it will take 2 days, it will take 1 week. But nowadays it is centralized. Everyone are maintaining a centralized bank. Suppose in Hyderabad and Hyderabad surroundings, there will be one bank, like a centralized bank. They will send to this Punjab National Bank, centralized bank in Hyderabad, wherever it is there, they will send. They will verify whether they have like balances, the customer has the balances or not. Once it is, if they have balances, they will deduct from their current customer, they will deduct and they will transfer that amount to my HDFC Bank account. So for this entire process, earlier it is, nowadays it is 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. Nowadays 2 days to 3 days maximum, max to max. But earlier this may take 10 days, 15 days, 20 days. Because some Gramina Bank, Telangana Gramina Bank, located in one village, small town, then this check should be sent to there and they will verify, and if it is there, they will transfer the amount from there to here. So it is a lengthy process. That functionality is available. So once it is deposited in the bank, it should post to bridging account. That means if I have deposited in the like a bank, whenever I am posting in the system, I will update bridging account data to in the system. Instead of bank account, I will update to customer account credit. Actually, usually if it is bank cash or bank account debtor to customer account credit is the payment. But here I'm not posting to the bank because immediately it is not updating in my bank balance. So I will use bridging account to debtor to customer account credit. Once it is cleared, after 2 days, after 3 days, after 1 week, once it is cleared, the check, then we are updating bank account debtor to bridging account credit. Got it? So this is available. This is called like a PDC. A bridging account we are using. We are using bridging account instead of bank account credit, bank account directly debited. We are debiting to bridging account temporarily, and once it is cleared, we are nullifying the bridging account and we are posting to the bank account. This is PDC. Understood? Any doubt in this area? Any questions in this area? I hope it is clear. So let me show you in the system and we'll come back here and we'll discuss if anything. So let me close all these things. Let me open. So for this PDC functionality, okay, the first step is cash and bank management parameters. Cash and bank management parameters. In this post dated checks, you can enable these check boxes. This is clearing account, issued checks clearing account, receiving checks clearing account. You can enable these check boxes and you can map the journal names. One is vendor payment, one is journal. So this is the setups you need to configure. Once it is configured, this is a small setup. Then you can create accounts payable and accounts receivable module. Accounts receivable module, collapse all, payment setup. In this methods of payment, you will find PDC. So while doing PDC, we can select bridging account and PDC clearing account posting. You can enable these check boxes. You can map automatically. Actually, you have mapped in the cash and bank management, whatever you have mapped, that will be populated automatically. If you want to change, you can change your wish. So normal check, we are not enabling these check boxes. For PDC, we are enabling these check boxes. And we are making here deposit slip is not mandatory. I have not updated like this one. If you want, you can map it. Payment reference is mandatory. This checkbox is enabled. Okay, this is the setups. So the major setup change is this one. You need to enable bridging posting, post dated checks clearing posting, and then this one, this intermediate account. Intermediate account, whatever you have mapped in the cash and bank management, that will be populated. Now you can do a customer payment. Payments, customer payment journal. Customer payment journal. So click on new, select customer payment, go to lines. Select the customer. Select the customer, click OK. So suppose the customer amount is 2,200 something. Now I'm selecting offset account bank. Here I can select PDC. If you select PDC, what happens, instead of bank account, it will select to the bridging account. It will be populated bridging account. Okay, you can enter the payment reference number. Okay, use deposit slip I'm enabling, no problem. Sorry, use deposit slip should be linked to this one only. That is the reason it is I have not mapped. Okay, now extra information is, if you go to post dated checks form, is one form is enabled. Okay, here whatever the check number it is there, whatever you are using check number, if you want you can use this extra information check number, you can enter here check number. And if you have some cashier details, salesperson details, and if you have issuing bank branch, bank name, extra information is available. If you want you can map it. Okay, then you can post. So once it is posted, if you after 2 days or 3 days or 1 week, whatever it is there, if it is cleared, then you can go to general ledger module, collapse all, journal entries, general journals. Okay, you can click on new button, select the journal name, click on lines, or you can click on this journal batch number, either one. So you can click on functions. Here select bridge transactions. Select bridge transactions. You can select whatever the check you have received today. If it is cleared, this you can click on this. Now I want to see all these checks, whatever it is customer check. Suppose I want to see in one place. So this is, you can do it from here, but before that I want to see what are the PDCs, means checks deposited in the bank. It is not yet cleared. I want to have one screen. So in earlier AX 2009, in AX 2012, the screen is not available. In D365 here, of course in 2009 it is not available. In 2012 it is available. We have one screen developed in 2012 on D365. Look at this one. Customer post dated checks form will be there. Give me a minute. You will find customer post dated checks here. You can see the checks, whatever I have deposited in the bank on which date, you can see. Okay, you can do like now settlement process by selecting this one whenever it was happened, maybe after 2 days or maybe after 1 week or after 10 days, whatever is the date, you can click on accept. Then it will be reversed. So the bank account, the bridging account will be created now, bank account will be debited and it will be paused. Okay, it will be posted. This is the PDC functionality, means immediately it was not cleared to the bank account, it is posted to bridging account, and once it is cleared, the same. So the same procedure for vendor banks also, I mean to say vendor bank checks. Whatever the checks we have issued to the different vendors, those things can be captured from here. The same procedure. Understood? Any questions in this area? Is it clear? Any more doubts? I hope it is clear. Okay, silence is acceptance. I think it is fine. Now one more topic I would like to show you. One more topic. Payment setup. Payment schedules. So this is kind of EMI, but is not exactly EMI. It is similar to EMI. So here it is the customer, we are giving for customer, pay the amount in 5 months. Number of payments 5, monthly 5 months, are specified in the manner here. First month 40%, next month 20%, next month 10%, like this. There are 2 methods, options are available. So means we are forcing or we are promoting our stock to sell to the customers by but customer is not ready to accept immediately, he don't want to purchase this material, then we are giving offer like pay the amount in 5 months. So it is payment schedule. So now let me create one invoice, and by applying this payment schedule 5 months. Okay, let me do invoice. So I'm doing free text invoice or sales order invoice also, you can do it. Let me show you one invoice, free text invoice. This is payment schedule. So I'm clicking on new. Select the customer. Suppose same 10005 Chandu Electronics. So I'm giving payment schedule. I'm giving offer, pay this amount in 5 months. Okay, already net amount he is here. I will give net terms of payment 1 month 15 days. 1 month 15 days plus payment schedule 5 months. I'm sorry, there is an outside noise alert. Okay, fine. Now the service items, actually in the sales order normal item, here it is services you are providing to the customer. I'm sorry, selecting this one. Fine, suppose this is $5,000. Okay, if you are doing posting this transaction on February 24th. Then due date is, why it is calculating like this? Give me a minute. It is 15 days. This one month 15 days. This is the actual one. 1 month 15 days. Okay, and let me apply payment schedule. So if it is today date is 24th February, actually in India it is 25th, but in USA it is 24th. It is in USA it is 6 p.m. Okay, 24th, and due date is 8th April. From this one, if you calculate, it is 8th April. Okay, so I need to pay 8th April, but because of this payment schedule, I can pay 1000 on this day, and 8th May I can pay 1000, 8th June I can pay 1000, like that it will be updated. So let me show you. I'm posting this one. So click OK. Now let me go to the customer account meanwhile. It is getting posted. Okay, once it is posted, if you go to the customer account, okay, if you select the customer account, if you click on transactions, if you click on transactions, it is showing the invoice number 5000. The invoice is 5000, but this 5000, let me go to collect, and then settle transactions. Look at this one. This 5000 was split into 5 lines. The same invoice number FTI 0057. The first invoice due date is 8th April. Next due date is 8th May, 8th June, 8th July, 8th August. Understood? Actually, here it is showing only one invoice. If you go to the transactions customer tab, click on transactions, it is showing only one invoice, because we did invoice only one invoice 5000. Of course, another invoice 200 and 2200 is the payment. It is 2. So 5000 is the invoice, but it is splitted internally. This 5000 invoice was splitted into multiple due dates. If you go to collect, settle transactions, the same pretext invoice was split into like this. 1000 rupees customer need to pay on 8th April, 8th May, 8th June, 8th August, 8th July, 8th August. These are the due dates. So internally it is splitting that one. And here let me take this account, and settle transactions means open transactions. Settle transactions means open transactions, means invoices and payments will be displayed here. So this is payment and this is invoice. You can do settlement by selecting these two. Then post button will be enabled. So 600 is the invoice, 100 is the payment. If you do settlement, what happened? It will be disappeared from here. Suppose what I will do, this is payment 1000 against 1000 invoice. I'm doing suppose 100, sorry, 100 invoice. Look at this one, FTI 0044 invoice 100 debit, and it was payment credit. Now if you click on post, those two will be disappeared. Okay, if you go back once again, settle transactions, it will not show here. That 100 transaction will not be displayed here. These all are invoices, and this also 250 and 240. Suppose I'm applying these two, or this 240 and 240 I'm applying. I'm selecting this one and I'm selecting this one. Then post button will be enabled. You can apply. So where it will be go means it will show you undo settlement. So here it will show you 240 settled, 100 and 100 settled. It's 100 and 100. Suppose if it is a different amount, it is not exact amount. Give me a minute. I will do undo settlement. This is settlement process. It is one of the important topic you should know. Small topic. If I select only one, second one automatically selected. I have not selected anything. Click reverse. So if you go to settle transactions, it will show you those things. Now I'm selecting 250 and 240. Then what happens? 240 is the invoice and 250 is the payment. So you can do like this. Then $10 will be displayed here. Look at this one. Now if you go to settle transactions, it will show you remaining $10, that payment. Look at this one, payment is available 10. Out of 250, 240 settled invoice against invoice, and remaining 10 is showing here. So this $10 you can do settlement anything. This settlement process. Okay, so in the settle open transactions, in this one we are able to see the due dates differently for the same invoice. For the same invoice, we are able to see different dates. If you are using payment schedule. Okay, even if you do the customer payment, if you are doing customer payment, Click on lines. Suppose selecting the customer. Customer is, what is the customer number? It is taking some time to me to select the drop down. It is 10005. Sometimes it will take some time. So if I enter 1, it will come automatically. Yeah, 10005, 405. Now, if you click on here, settle transactions, whatever it is opened from here, customer settle transactions, the same screen it will be opened here. Settle transactions. It will show you the invoices. So the same screen, settle transactions, whatever it is there, here, the settle transaction screen. The same screen you are opening from here, settle transactions. Undo settlement means you are reversing that settlement. Understood? Any confusion? Can anyone unmute? You are able to hear me or not? At least.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
fine. So the same process, vendor also can give us to do the payment partially. That is schedule. So for vendor also we can do the same procedure. Let me go to vendor process, accounts payable module. Vendors, all vendors. The schedule, this process, I like this schedule can be applied to sales orders, purchase orders, every invoices. For every invoices you can apply. Okay, so I'm taking one like 1006 Raghu Enterprises. For this I will do invoice. So I will do invoice journal, accounts payable, collapse all, invoices, invoice journal, any invoice actually, either purchase order invoice, invoice journal, pending vendor invoice, or invoice register and approval journal. For anywhere you can apply. Means for this vendor you can map directly this. If it is applicable for all transactions, the schedule, then you can apply to the vendor directly, or you can apply to the customer directly. Payment schedule you can map in the customer account and vendor account also. So if you scroll down, click on edit. If you scroll down, here payment schedule. If you map payment schedule here, it will be whenever you are posting any invoice, whether it is a invoice journal, purchase order invoice, or pending vendor invoice, or invoice register and approval journal, whatever the journals you are, whatever invoices you are doing, it will be applied. I don't want to apply here. So now I'm showing normal invoice journal. I'm selecting invoice journal. Click on lines. So select the vendor account. So in our case, we are selecting 1006 Raghu Enterprises. 1006 and invoice date and invoice number suppose 5,000 in invoice. Now I can apply in invoice tab. Give me a minute. Payment schedule. Is it not there here? In terms of payment, maybe it is exist. You can incorporate. Yeah, here we can add. So in this case, we need to define. Okay, here it is not available as a separate screen. Actually, it is not available here as a separate form. You can go to this terms of payment. Inside terms of payment, you can attach payment schedule. Actually, this is a maybe a design limitation something. Okay, so now I have inside mapped. Now I am doing invoice posting. Let me enter offset account, purchase expenses, some cost of goods, packing material I'm purchasing, post. I'm sorry. Now, if you go to the vendor account and if you verify the open transactions, once again here also you can see invoice, the same procedure, settle transactions. You can click on settle transactions. You will find this invoice 5,000 whatever you have posted. It will split into different dates. Give me a minute. Why it is posted like this? Due date is only one. Give me a minute. Actually, in the purchase order, sales order you have marked. Was there? This is correct only. 5 months. Give me a minute. Let me try one more transaction. Maybe invoice journality is possible or not, I don't know. So usually we'll apply this one in the purchase order sales orders. In the purchase order sales orders, because materials, we are forcing material to the customers, or we are getting like some pressure to purchase this material from the vendor, right? In those scenarios we'll use it. But this is service kind of invoice journal means the normal items. Let me try one more transaction. Otherwise, I will show you quickly purchase order process. In the purchase order process, it will work properly. Fine. Let me go to invoice. Here inside. So payment schedule is mapped. Good. Because I have not verified in the invoice journal, usually I will verify in the purchase orders and sales orders. Particularly for sales orders, we are giving offer to the customers like we are sending material to the customers and we are offering. Okay, let me verify. If not showing here, then I will try to do it from purchase order process. Quickly, I will try to do it purchase order and let me show you. In the sales orders, purchase orders, it will work. Pretext invoice also it is working, but I don't know why it is not coming here. It should show due date, different due dates. This is not the one. Okay, let me try with one purchase order invoice quickly. Purchase order invoice. Whether it is a bug or like I don't know, but an invoice journal. Let me show you from the purchase order point of view. I'm creating a new purchase order for same 1006 Raghu Enterprises. Let me enter site and warehouse. Suppose 10 quantity, it is 500. Let me go to header view. Okay, here in this you will find terms of payment and payment schedule also populated automatically. Okay, let me do a confirmation. Okay, let me do product receipt and invoice. Click OK. Next, I'm doing invoice. So I'm entering invoice number. Date I'm entering. Update match status. Past. So 500 invoice should split into 100, 100, 100. Let me post. Okay. Once it is posted, if you go to the vendor account, this 500 should be split into 100, 100, 100. It is showing clearly 100. Got it? So for purchase order invoice, it is showing properly. For vendor invoice, I hope it is maybe a bug. I'm not sure why it is not displaying here for the split. Okay. So any questions here? Anyone? Any quick questions related to this today topics? One is PDC, one is payment schedule, and then settlement process. Small topics. I hope it is clear. So from Monday onwards, first I will start with the item model group and inventory closing process. Important. Item model group, inventory closing process. Monday I will explain you. Tuesday I will explain you prepayment invoice functionality, and then invoice matching policies next day. Like that we are going to learn. Most probably by Thursday or Friday I will start with the company creation process. This 2 to 3 weeks time is most important for both finance and T&L consultants. Both finance and T&L consultants. Okay. Morning 6 to 8 a.m. IST. Please don't miss. Try to join by sharp 6 a.m. IST. Okay, I'm stopping here for today. We have another 1 minute, but I'm stopping here. We'll connect once again on Monday morning 6 a.m. IST. See you all.